Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of my Rapid Chess series on chess.com. We are one game away from our all-time high. Let's search for an opponent. Let's let's search for an opponent. And that's an interesting flag. I don't know that flag. Maldives. Okay. So we get the black pieces. Okay, he joined quite some time ago. Gonna go into a Caro Kann. It's probably gonna be an exchange. I don't think he wants to push. Symmetrical and boring so far. Okay. Mm, I can bring out my bishop. Let's see. It's tricky. Wait, is this the idea? Hmm. Okay, what if we stop any ideas? This is probably not the best move, but it's a useful one. It's a bit slow also. I'm with the black pieces, so this move is not helping me much. But now I can pin. Now I can actually pin to win. And okay, I can just win a pawn instantly. Um, However, if takes, he can take here, but not really because I'm threatening his queen and a fork. So let's just go for it. Don't know if it's a good move, but okay, he takes with a pawn. Surprising. Um, I can just play queen to b6, put pressure onto this pawn and this pawn. And I just drop my own pawn. So let's protect the pawn first. Okay, now we can pin. Second pin of the day. I can also fianchetto or just attack the pawn immediately. I think I will just attack the pawn. I will just attack the pawn, taking almost threatens a fork, but the queen is protecting for now. And I think fianchettoing is a good idea. These pawns are blocked by the bishop, so that's pretty good for me. But I'm instantly attacking and putting pressure. And he just gives up the pawn, allows me to threaten a fork. I threaten a fork here as well. So I cannot really pin because I dropped this pawn. What's the idea of that move? If he goes here, it's not the end of the world. If he goes here, I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna take the free pawn. Might be greedy. Okay, he protects. I can pin, or I can protect my knight and threatening another discovery attack with a fork. Let's say here and there. I could probably sacrifice the knight, check, pick up the rook. Pretty interesting. I guess I can always push g6. I can always long castle. It's a bit tricky, but um, if I pin, it's not so great. So protect the knight. We're threatening a discovery. I guess this is a move, but yeah, if I play here, he can stop my castling forever. My short castle. This knight doesn't have any prospects, so maybe I'll develop via e7. Yeah, if he doesn't drop back, I'm just gonna develop here, maybe, because then the pawn will be protected. And okay, he can just here. Okay, I have two defenders. Okay, that's an annoying move. But for now, if he takes, I take. If he attacks me again, takes, 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 takes. He could go there, but I think I'm just in time to bring my other knight. I'm playing very risky here. The rook is lining up with potentially with my king if I choose to short castle. And also his bishop will come in, so I might just go long castle. Okay, he unleashes the bishop. But now the knights are protecting each other and g7 is protected. And his pawn is not pushing anymore. Here, I always have checks. Okay, but I can just check. I think I can just check. He has to go back. And I can take the bishop. And he takes with the pawn. If I take the bishop, he takes with the pawn, attacking my knight. And back. He can push. I'm sure there's some tactics here. I don't really see it. Takes. So takes. I can just go back. Don't know if it's a good move. He can't take with the queen. He has to take with the pawn. But then I attack the pawn. And he can't really push. So I take the rook. Hmm. His internet is not so good. Maybe he's gonna abandon the game, but let's see. I'm just up a pawn. I'm not castled, but he's not castled either. So it's really tricky. But now that the dark squared bishop is not on the board, I'm not so scared to castle. And after the pawn takes with my knight on f5, I feel pretty good. You can't do an intermediate because I put check. Yeah. Okay. I'm attacking the pawn two times, threatening a fork. If you push, you drop the rook. Okay, that's a terrible move because it drops the fork. And I think that's what I will do. A queen for two minor pieces should be enough. So let's go for it. He's gonna capture with the queen. Gonna capture back. Now I have another fork. And I'm okay dropping this pawn, but it's actually protected by my queen for now. So just gonna check with a fork and a resignation. And we win. What a massive win today, lads. 90.1%. We didn't have any blunders. We played great opening accuracy and best middle game. So no blunders. Book move, book move, book move. Best move. This move is not so bad. I was thinking about this, but I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. It can build up more pressure, and yeah, I don't like this position. That's why I stopped any of his ideas. Pin to win, takes. Bishop h5 is the best move. Why? Hmm, don't know. Anyways, I just take. It takes with a pawn. He didn't want to drop um, the pawn. but he gets his pawn back. Yeah, I would have returned maybe back here. No, but yeah. So he didn't want to give up the pawn, but he would have gotten his pawn back anyways. So best move, and knight knight ge7, knight ge7. This is the best move. What? Even though it's an inaccuracy, it allows for a blunder. I capture with best move. And this is another inaccuracy, but setting up another sneaky trap. I just develop my other piece, best move. Castling is best move, knight ef5, excellent move. He forks me, I have an intermediate check, and checking on a5 was best, but I don't like the idea of forks in the future, so that's why I didn't line up those two pieces. I take, he takes, I go back best move, and he plays, I would call this a blunder, because after takes, I have another fork, and it's just losing, completely losing. Again, if he captures back my pawn, again, I come in with a tempo, and then I can just castle and, well, I can even trade rooks. Okay, maybe not like that. Actually, it's not the end of the world, and yeah, it's queen for a bishop. What a game! Wow, wow, this was quite unique. So here I didn't know what to do. Rook to c8 is the best move. Increase the pressure, put more pressure. But I just saw this kind of tactic, I guess you can say. He can't really push because he drops the rook. And yeah, here I guess I can just castle. So that's pretty good. And now I was thinking of saving the bishop, but apparently this is an even stronger move. But I don't know. Ooh, okay, that's the tactic. I see. Interesting, very, very interesting. So that's why I went for it, but he just, and this was not even the best move. Queen takes f4, queen takes f4. I was considering this move, but it felt very natural, but I didn't know why. Like my bullet instincts just wanted to do this, and I didn't know why, so I ended up not doing it. But it's because of this pin. So yeah, I had the instinct of moving here. It's crazy. Um, I forgot about the pin. So yeah, but after he goes back, I guess I have the same tactic, the fork. Okay, but that just drops the queen, and yeah, it's still winning. It's still winning big time. Wow, crazy. So taking here is actually the best move. That's crazy. But I just went for instant material gain, and he resigns. But here, do I have any checks? Not really, but I can just take a pawn and just save my queen, I guess. So, yeah. Mm, mm, not so easy, but still, it's completely losing, completely winning, and some nice tactics. What a finisher. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed today's game. Played like a 2250 apparently. And that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye. Cha cha.